Gemma here, as always, and this vlog is about my last I'm talking about the last kind of few weeks, really, just sort of sum up, because I've been talking about other things on the channel, but I wanted to talk about the mental health abyss. So I was just looking down at my pieces of paper, and gaps in care that I've had in the past sort of month since being discharged from my mental hospital that I was going to. So I'm going to talk about that, but first of all I just want to say I'm in my pyjamas. I tend to film these vlogs in bed anyway, just to kind of, but this is where I am today. Cozy, and I always look like I've got the same bedding, but it's just because I wash it, and I only have one set of bedding. I do have another one, but we've lost some of the, we've lost the sheet. We don't know where the sheet is, and it all matches. So yeah, anyway, that's a bit of information about my bed, which you probably didn't need to know. First of all though, weekly check-ins. I would like to know what you guys have been up to. Have you, if you're in the UK, have you been enjoying the sunshine? And today it's all windy and rainy. Actually, we don't need to talk about the weather. We can talk about the weather if you like. It's been very hot in the UK. But no, seriously, how has your week been? Has it been good? Has it been bad? Has it been up and down? Has it been a really amazing week? Has it been like the worst week you've had in ages? Please share with me. I like to, as always, like to hear about you guys. And I love reading your comments. I absolutely love reading your comments. I think I'm going to do some shout outs soon, because I've had some really fantastic people messaging me and saying really amazing things, and also hearing a lot of other stories that, you know, quite similar. Lots of people struggling, lots of people poorly. You know, it's always sad to hear about anyone going through the same thing or going through something similar. It's yeah, really hard to hear. So but I like to hear it, because, you know, then I know we're all together, we're all working together, we're all surviving together, and, you know, selfishly it makes me feel less alone, as well as I'm hoping to make other people feel less alone. So far this video is going really slowly, but I think my brain is a bit slow today, so as always it's probably a bit mushy. So yeah, weekly check-ins. Always like to hear from you guys. So let's talk about the gaps in care that I've experienced since being discharged. So I'm in recovery now. You know, I've accepted that I'm battling with depression as well as BPD, and it's been hard to accept, but I'm doing that now. I'm allowing myself to be poorly, but recovery, it's a long process, and I don't think you're ever fully recovered. I'm not sure I like the word recovery anyway, because it doesn't do it justice. I don't know what an alternative would be. Maybe you can tell me what you think about that. So in recovery from mental health problems, and learning to cope and understand, and learning to live with my illness. And so I went into hospital, and as a day patient, sorry, and I had some great therapy. It was really amazing. They were all on top of my notes. They were meeting about all the clients first thing in the morning to go through everything, and I felt so cared for. Every time I met with them, I felt really cared for, and the level of understanding, the level of awareness that they had about where I was, what was happening. They knew all my appointments with psychiatrists, or appointments with actually I didn't have an appointment with a psychiatrist, but they knew about my appointments with my care coordinator and things like that. It was just really great. And then, but then since being discharged, it's all kind of gone downhill, and I feel like I'm just staying in the same place. I haven't progressed. My recovery is not moving along. I'm just stuck, stagnant, completely trapped in everything. So, but I'm going to talk more about that now. So, sorry, I'm trying to get my brain around this. I'm just going to look at my notes. So I had great care at the mental hospital as a day patient. Really, really good care. They were really on top of things. But since being discharged, I've had no support. So I was given a new care coordinator. My other care coordinator left to have a baby. So I was given a new one, and I met with her once, and she was brilliant. I think I may have even spoken about her in another video. And she was really on top of things again. You know, she knew what meds I was on. She'd actually read my notes. I didn't have to go through my entire history with her, which is what I've had to do with previous people. And she said, you know, we'll meet up, we'll set some goals, we'll do all these amazing things. And I was thinking, brilliant, this is just what I need. And I'm going to have support when I'm discharged, because a lot of the time when you feel discharged, I think I said in a previous video, and said that, you know, you're discharged and you feel a bit lost. And if you've got the sort of care following on from that, then it's great, because you stay in that sort of cared for state. But I have had massive problems with my care coordinator, mainly because I haven't seen her. So I met up with her once, and that was really great. Then we arranged to meet, and she had to cancel. Then she made another appointment, which she was sick for, but she didn't let me know. And then the third time she was sick again and didn't let me know. So I've missed 3 appointments with her, and that has sent me downhill. It's nobody's fault. She's been off sick, but no one let me know. I was sitting there waiting for her to come, you know, crying in an absolute state, panics, depression, low mood, paranoia, delusional thinking, self-harm, all of these kind of things that were going on had all kind of been exacerbated because she wasn't there. She wasn't there to care for me, and it's been really, really bad. And I've had some really, really bad days, completely trapped in thought, completely not cared for. I keep saying they're not cared for, but I think when you're supposed to be being cared for, you know, like you would with any illness, you need to have the right amount of support, the right medicine, the right therapy, the right person looking after you. And if that's not there, you can feel completely isolated and completely lost and completely not cared for. And it was just awful and frustrating that she was just not letting me know what was happening. And my local CMHC, Community Mental Health Centre, or team, I don't know what people call it, CMHC or CMHT, but Community Mental Health Team or Centre or clinic. Oh, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, let me know your thoughts on that. Whatever it is. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, the support from them has not been there, and she has not been helpful at it, and you need that support, and I haven't had it. So I'm all fidgety, but I think it's the wild wind outside. It's making me a bit edgy, so I feel a bit agitated. Probably because I keep forgetting what I'm saying, and this video is going on too long. Never mind. So yeah, so let me read my notes. So 3 cancellations in a row, and I'm now completely lost and have got worse. I'm not quite at a crisis point anymore, but I have reached peaks of absolute distress and dysphoria, and we even had to go to the GP because I wasn't getting any support from the CMHT, and to get some lorazepam to calm down, because I just couldn't function. I've been skipping meals, and then overeating outside of that. Sleeping, I've been sleeping too much. Loads and loads of like symptoms have got worse because I haven't been in their care, and it's not fair, but it's because the NHS is overstretched, it's under resourced, it's underfunded, and there are gaps in care, not just with mental health, with everywhere. But I think at the moment specifically there just isn't enough money in mental health, and and this just shows the detrimental effects it has on people. And that's one of the things I want to talk about, this abyss. You just fall into this abyss and there's nothing. And that's exactly how I felt, absolutely nothing. But we rang the CMHCT, oh gosh, I wish I hadn't started that now. We rang them and said, you know, we're not happy. Well, my mum rang because I was in the state. She even got my dad round. They were going to write a letter to PALS, which I've forgotten what it stands for, so if anyone can help me, but it's the place you can go to make complaints. Patient advice something. No, I'm not sure. I should have researched that. I'm going to put what PALS is on the screen here now, and I'm going to put a link in the description below so you can get that. So yeah, we put in a complaint, and oh, you just got to check out this weather. It's been so beautiful and sunny and hot, and now look at it. Wind and rain, which is falling over. So we put in a complaint at the thing. We tried to put in a complaint, and they gave us a number to call, and we called that, and I'm going to go through the process of sending an email. But in the meantime, my CMHC, they had contacted, sorry, they got back to us and said, we'll get a duty worker to give you a call. And they gave me a call, and then they said, well, they'll meet me, so I've got someone to talk to. They also said they'll change my care coordinator, they'll try and get me a new one. And they suddenly stepped up the care because we put in this complaint. So I would say, if you're not getting enough care, if you're not getting enough support, phone in, contact them, get the help that you need, because it is there. It's not there, but it could be there if you really... Oh, I'm just rambling on now. This video is long. I'm fed up with feeling like this. I'm fed up with not being able to think properly, not being able to construct sentences. My brain is absolute mush, and it's really, really frustrating. And it comes out in the videos and it annoys me, but then sometimes I want to leave it in because I think, well, this is what it's really like. I watch a lot of vloggers on YouTube, and they're so straight to the point. They know exactly what they're saying. They don't have to make notes. They're just brilliant and perfect and great. And then I'm like, oh, look at the wind. Oh, look at this. Oh, get distracted. Anyway, so to sum up, after being discharged, I had huge gaps in care, and I've been experiencing worsened symptoms because of this. And there needs to be, and this is all because there is no resources, or a few resources, lack of funding, lack of resources. I just said that twice. Resources, money, anything you can think of. There's just not enough of it going into the NHS mental health care system. And it's really, really hard, and you can see the effects that it has. I want to hear from you guys if you've experienced something similar to this. Have you had gaps in care where your symptoms have got worse? Or have you had good experiences of care, bad experiences, just overall psychiatrists with your community mental health team, or whatever? Let me know. Not whatever, just, yeah, if whatever you have experienced, please let me know in the space below. I'm going to keep doing these vlogs, but as I said in a previous video, I'm not doing massive amount of stuff to do with social media, and I'm not doing my weekly educational videos because I'm struggling. I'm going through recovery, and it's all really hard, and even to do this video today has taken a lot to get here. But we got there in the end. We got through it. Remember to tell me how your week has been. And take care. Be kind to yourself. And let me know your thoughts on any of the stuff I talked about in the video. Love and hugs. Take care. I'm going to stay in bed now and get really, really cosy and probably watch some stuff on telly. Take care. Lots of love. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.